Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Let's Play done by me, Dante6797. Today we are playing Medieval 2 3rd Age with a Divide and Conquer submod. So, we're going to be starting up a new campaign here in Divide and Conquer, and this new campaign is going to be running alongside Isengard. For now, Isengard is going a bit tits up right now, but we're going to try to see if we can bring it back with the possibility of possibly having to restart Isengard. But I do want to have more than one Let's Play going at a time. Probably two. Maybe we'll push it to three. We'll see how it rolls. But today we're going to be starting up the Bree land as our new faction here in Divide and Conquer. The Bree land are focused here in Ariador, and they are mostly a peasant militia faction. And yeah, so we are range focused. We have a strong economy. We have relatively weak units, and we have a choice that we'll eventually have to make towards I think the barracks event, which is around turn 60, based on whether or not we want to go more monetary with a mercenary focused, or if we want to embrace the Northern Dunedain and become more of a military might. And we'll decide that option once we get there. Alright, so what's our long campaign victory is to hold 30 regions, including Breeland, Dunland, Old Richwhelm, and to eliminate the factions, the Dunlendings, and the remnants of Angmar. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start the battle, or not the battle, but start the campaign. I imagine there will be a couple of battles. This is a very Dragon Age-esque looking dwarf. I like it a lot. So the Breelanders do not have a very strong roster. They thrive on being able to recruit a lot more units than most of the factions around them. Luckily, we're pretty even-toed with our two chief enemies, which is going to be the Dunlendings and probably most likely the clans of Enedwaith. We're gonna mostly let the Northern Dunedain focus on, alright, so this is just a quick overview of the faction. I'll just quickly kind of scroll through that, and if you want to pause and read that, you can. So rumors go, I'll read this one. Lord, we have begun to hear rumors of the great shadow growing all about us. Its source is far away to the east, but people speak of an old enemy come back to cover the lands in his darkness. I do not know if there is stock to such rumors, but the Dunedain are seeming to form up into a more coherent force of late. I've heard tale of war in the far north. It would seem that we may not be able to ignore the world around us for too much longer. I will speak with the council, send out riders, and figure out what I can. So that is telling us that we may possibly, that's basically just explaining that we may possibly at some point have a decision to make. Alright. So, like I said, our chief focus is going to be in the south, fighting Dunland and the clans of Enedwaith, who we are actually sort of somewhat even in terms of unit quality. So I did go ahead and start her up real quick just to take a look at our starting position and how I wanted to play our initial few turns. We want to take the Undertowers relatively quickly, which means we need something to recruit. We need to turn Michael Delving into somewhat of a recruitment center, although I don't know if that's actually possible. What produces our... I know our units are based on... Our stuff changed quite a bit where we recruit our units. Perhaps we cannot do that. Interesting. Oh, our second tier of roads would give us Greenway Riders and Spearmen. Well that's a problem, because we do want to be able to recruit units from here at some point. Merchant Militia. Alright, well that's what we'll do, because we definitely want to be able to do that at some point. Is it maybe our culture buildings? Chicken farming will give us farmhand pikemen. Entertainment by Wordsmith Siege. What am I looking for? What's the thing I'm looking for? Where's the gathering halls? No. It looks like it's just gonna have to be merchant units along with a few whatchamacallits. A few yeah, look at that. Breland bodyguards, Breland militia, and Breland archer militia. Can they not? Can Michael Delving not recruit these units? That's very possible. Yeah, we can build a Dunedain camp in Sackville. Yes, please. So we're gonna drop most of these places to a lower tax rate so we can start to grow their population. It's not gonna matter too much because if I remember, these hobbit towns can't actually upgrade to higher town levels. So we're gonna leave Council Master Barleyman because it's both. I feel like it's just thematic to leave him in the settlement, and plus I think he does have a decent effect, or over time will have a decent effect on its economy. Like I said, I just feel like it's thematic. So we're gonna take Councilman Andy here and his army, merge them up with these guys, and probably send them south. Now, the first town that we have here to our south is Mengelin, which is a town that represents the Barrow Downs, basically. And you have Greenland bodyguards, and that's cool and all. But the problem with the Barrow Downs is Barrow Whites will spawn every so often to attack the Barrow Downs, so it becomes rather difficult to hold on to that city. So we probably won't take that right now. We'll probably come back and take that at some point. So we're gonna move Bilbo. Oh shit! Wow, that changed the economy quite a bit. That's all right though. Yeah, because we want to be able to. We're probably gonna go ahead and build some farming in all of these places. Dunedain camp there. Just give me a lumberman, and then once that lumberman's recruited, we'll probably head out. No, we'll go ahead and head out right now. Oh no! Yeah, see, that's kind of part of the problem with trying to tank Mengelin right off rip. Crap. Well, this campaign's going real well so far, folks. We're gonna end the turn. First end turn always takes a little while here. So yeah, like I said, our goal is going to be mostly to fight in the south in the lands of Old Cardolan, and attempting to basically fight the Dunlendings and the clans of Enedwythe. Like I said, Angmar kind of outclasses us very well, and it might be difficult to fight them. And even though that is one of our goals, and we will eventually be pushing for that, we're going to mostly let the Dunedain try to hold them at bay while we focus on the Wildmen factions to our south, because we are essentially more or less. Ooh, we got a mission to take Matrice, which is where I was heading. God damn it! I knew that army. Why did they? That's fine. That's fine. I knew that army was there. I don't know why they disappeared. But we're going to try to be more or less just focusing on our, because we are more or less a Wildman faction, so we'll be trying to focus on our Wildmen brethren. Not brethren, I think we're Northmen, and I think they're Middlemen culture or something like that, but factions similar to our own. Right, so we're ambushed. So where are they coming from? The woods, it looks like. This shouldn't be too bad of a battle, though. We're gonna form up a little archer, and then form up a spearman line, and then use you as a flanking force. Why didn't you do your thing? What the fuck's going on here? Then we'll move the cavalry back. So here's their orc fighters mostly. Like I said, this shouldn't be too bad. It's unfortunate that this happened, but at the end of the day, it does get them a little bit of experience. And we generally want to get rid of these roaming rebel armies here at some point. So they just have 4 units of orc fighters, I believe. I hate fighting in the forest. And they're versus 2 units of orc fighters, which is a problem. I hate fighting in the forest so much. Because I can't see nothing. I can't see jack diddly squat. I'm gonna try to come up here to support these guys. Where are you guys going? Stop. Just fight who you got. Just fight who you got. It's fine. Stop trying to chase them down. Even though they are kind of coming for our archers here. Who are you? Just turn. Oh. I wish that this wasn't in the forest. Like, see, God, get out of my way, trees. I wish so badly there was a way to turn foliage off. What are you guys doing? All right, we hit them, which is good. We're gonna cycle charge them a little bit here. It sucks that our archers got caught in melee, but it's, like I said, it's gonna be alright. The orc fighters aren't terribly much better than we are. Our cavalry charges are weak here because of this crap, because of this tree crap. Alright, so that's 1 unit of orc fighters routed. Still can't see nothing. I love it. Back you up if you're gonna. That was a terrible charge. That was just phenomenally awful. Come on, guys. Keep running back. Don't let them get you. Ugh, you annoying fucking cons. Pardon my French.
They have lost half their men.
I can't see what's going on.
The enemy general abandoned his men.
This battle would definitely have gone better had I been able to see a little bit better. We lost a quarter of our army. Garbage. Just route. There we go. Jesus. I believe the only reason they're very tired is because they were out of movement points when they were ambushed, so they start very tired. Now that I'm already thoroughly annoyed, this campaign is going well, everyone. I see this screenshot, this loading screen quite often. Frustration. Frustrated noises.
Yes, my lord. With honor.
Alright. So we have a Dunedain, Guardian of the Borders, protects the Sand Fort, a key entrance to the Shire, Ranger of the Dunedain. So we do have a Dunedain general to join in on with us as well. So we're still probably losing a little bit of money. Lumberman finished. Don't be dumb about the way you join up either. Perhaps we should have left Bilbo here for the way you join up either. Perhaps we should have left Bilbo here for. I'm moving back. Huh. Just cause we don't really want to be. We're gonna take Paladin out here. Oh no, I forgot I was broke. I have become error. Continuing tomorrow. Fordos reclaimed. And we're at an end turn. We will retake Mengelin with time, but the main thing about Mengelin is, like I said, it gets attacked by the Barrow Whites, which we will have a difficulty fighting. So it does keep getting attacked by Barrow Whites until it upgrades to a city or a town or whatever. So so we can right now we can just let it sort of kind of continue to. What? I didn't mean to extern. What? That was quick. What happened? It had no one here. There was no one in the settlement. Okay. Alvarad of the North here must have attacked and then just left it. I didn't mean to exterminate the populace. It just happened so quickly that I accidentally clicked on the button. Okay. So that happened. And we got a unit of Dunedain Rangers for it. That's pretty good. And we're still losing money though, unfortunately. Maybe we can get some of these troops next turn into this fort over here. A couple of them. We might actually move these guys into these forts over here, because our generals here are already getting free upkeep. You can't reach that fort. Now we're making a little bit of money. Probably bring this. Oh no! I mean, whatever. It's fine. I do want to keep an eye on the undertowers, make sure no one else takes them besides us, because we want that settlement. We still do not want another general right now. We're actually starting to make some money, like I said. Go pop you in there, and we'll pop probably you in there, and we'll probably just let us make money for a couple of turns here before we start to figure out how we want to expand from here. Like I said, we definitely want to continue to go south. Anyways, that will probably go ahead and bring this episode to an end. I do hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I do hope that you guys will join me for the next. See you next time, folks.